Hi everyone, this is Becca from Becca's Music Room. I am a music teacher blogger who talks about teacher tips, teacher life, all sorts of stuff that will hopefully make your life just a little bit easier. Today is day 2 of my Thanksgiving break and I am so enjoying myself, but I wanted to take a little time to talk about some stuff that I got yesterday for my classroom. So I want to preface this by saying I really try my best not to pay very much money for things for my classroom. I have a lot of different thoughts about this, but basically it comes down to I figure if I spend, $50 this year and $50 next year, eventually it's going to really add up. Because last year was my first year of teaching, so I did buy some stuff at the beginning of the year, and then I didn't buy anything for Christmas. Actually, I didn't even decorate for Christmas. Actually, I didn't even decorate my house for Christmas because we all know that first year of teaching is just a huge struggle, and it was not happening. But anyway, this year was my second year, so everything's just, a little bit better. And now it is Thanksgiving and I am like all pumped and ready for Christmas, and I have a new house, so I'm like excited to decorate that and excited to decorate my classroom and all of that to say that I did actually go and buy some Christmas stuff. So I wanted to share it with you and let you know some things that I bought and some things I didn't get that I am thinking I might actually go back and get anyway. But I tried really hard to spend very little amount of money, but get some fun stuff anyway. So I'm going to talk about 3 different stores I went to. I went to the dollar store, I went to Target, and I went to Home Goods and got some books. So make sure you watch all the way to the end so you see what books I got because, we all love books. Okay, so first off, I stopped at the Dollar Tree and I got some really cheap Christmas stuff from the Dollar Tree. The reason I did this was because we are doing a game. I just posted this on my blog this morning and it is super fun. So we're doing the song "Oh Christmas Tree" in 2nd and 3rd grade. It's also known as "Oh Tannenbaum." And then we played this game that again I posted on my blog this morning. And basically what happens is after you learn the song, you have the kids get into groups, and one person in the group stands with their arms out and they are the Christmas tree, and everybody else gets to decorate them as you sing the first verse, and then on the second verse you take it all down, and then you can keep going and switch out the trees depending on how much time you have. So for that game, I wanted some stuff that we could use that was actually Christmassy. I'm going to kind of combine my Christmas and not Christmas stuff for decorating our Christmas trees and see how it works out. So I didn't want to spend a bunch of money because I knew all the kids were going to be touching it and doing things with it. So these are the things I bought. Didn't spend very much money. This is all from the Dollar Tree, so it's all, $1. They had this tinsel that I got. It's really thin, but for decorating people as trees, I figured it would be fine. And it is 50 feet, so I'm planning to cut it into a few different pieces, maybe like 5 pieces of 10, so that lots of people can use them, and I think that'll work well. They also had some fluffier tinsel and tinsel garlands that would work a lot better for decorating, but I was not worried about decorating for this. I was just worried about, having something festive to put on people. The second thing I got were these 2 Christmas tree garlands. So again, they're nice and thin. These are each 15 feet, so I got 2. So that's 30 feet, and again, I'll probably cut it into maybe like 5 pieces or something along those lines. And so again, same thing. I really like these because I think that once we're done, I actually can use these to decorate if I'm not going to play this game again next year. So they'll be able to be reused even if I don't use them this year. The next thing I got was a little bit silly, but I thought they were super cute, and again, if they're not broken, I can use them to decorate next year. And they're these little bells. Well, they're not little, they're big. The kids could totally put this on the other kids' heads to be a tree topper, or, it's got this little ribbon so they could like stick it on their fingers or something like that. So I got 3 of those. So at total at the dollar store, I spent $6. The next place that I went to was Target, and we all love Target. I had to really restrain myself and put a lot of stuff back so that I wasn't, going overboard, but I did get a couple things. So the first thing I got was this little advent calendar that I thought was so cute. It's got a little gingerbread man that sits in the little pockets. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a countdown to Christmas. I might do it as a countdown to Christmas break and put like a sign over it that says that. and hang it up in my classroom and move the little gingerbread man every day. But I just thought it was so cute, and it's only $3 and it's felt, so it should hold up pretty well, especially if the kids aren't touching it, because I plan to just set it on the wall and then have me be the person in charge of moving the gingerbread man every day. So the second thing I got was this teal sparkly tinsel tree, because what else do you need in life? I thought this was super adorable. They did have some like normal trees, but I thought the blue one was fun, so I went with this one. They had a bunch of different ones. They had like white and silver and some different colors, but my room is already blue anyway, so I figured that the blue would be super cute. Also, I thought that if I got the blue, I wouldn't need lights because it reflects enough light on its own that I wouldn't need to put lights on it. And this was also $3, which was another reason I liked this tree versus the ones that were green, because the green ones were actually $5, which is fine, but you know, if I can save $2, then that's $2 that I'm saving. To go with that, I got these super, super cute little teeny tiny ornaments. I'm so excited. They had a bunch of different colors, but I got the silver because I thought the silver would look nice on the teal tree. So these were only $1, and there's 10 of them, and they're like little tiny. I'll pulse them out. And you can hook them. So I'm probably just gonna use paper clips to hook them together and stick them on my little tree. And I think they're going to be absolutely adorable. So $1 Target dollar spot. The last thing I got is not quite as Christmassy, but it is a silver stamp pad. And the reason I got this is because I've been stamping the kids' hands to help them remember their left hand to go on top, because we're playing recorders. And I am just thinking that the silver is going to show up really nicely on all of my kids' skins. So I'm hoping that this will work nice, and it's festive and shiny and fun. So, you know, just something that's a little fun. The last place that I went was Home Goods. So I got 3 books at Home Goods. I've never bought books from there before, but I just could not help myself with these. So I got 3 of them. They were really cheap. This first one is super cute. It's called The Snow Queen, and it is the original story from Hans Christian Andersen and illustrated by Charlotte Cook. I don't know who she is, but the pictures are gorgeous, which is actually why I picked this up. It's only $4 because it says past season, so I guess it was from last Christmas, so it was super cheap. But it is so gorgeous. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually like glitter on it that's really nicely done. It's not gonna come off at all, but it's just like absolutely gorgeous, all of the pictures, and that's why I wanted to get it, just because it was so pretty, and I thought it would be really fun. So I might actually save this for January because it's the Snow Queen and not a Christmassy book, and see about that, but I haven't quite decided exactly what I want to do with it yet. Maybe some snow songs or some, you know, fun. The second book I got is Frosty the Snowman. So this one was $8, and it is from the Golden Books collection. But it's really big, which I like because it's going to be easy for the kids to see all the pictures. And I thought this would be great because then I can teach the song, and it goes along with the storyline really, really well. And I feel like there's a lot of words in Frosty the Snowman that are not really easy to understand. So hopefully, you know, we can read through the book, we can talk about it, and then we can learn how to sing the song, and it'll be really, really fabulous. So super excited about this one. This one was $8. That was the most expensive one I got. So that's 2. The last one I got, I am really excited about. This is There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Bell. This is by Lucille Colondro. And illustrated by Jared Lee, and I am super excited. It's a Scholastic book. It was $5, and it's like a hard one, which I like because they're more durable. But I'm very, very excited about this one because I teach my kids There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly pretty much every year, and sometimes I bring it back out a couple times. Actually, I have a blog talking about There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly and singing voice versus talking voice using the book, so I'll link that down below. And I also use there's a really wonderful book that if you don't have and you're a music teacher, then you need it. It is There Was a Shy Fellow Who Swallowed a Cello. And it's pretty much the same thing, but the guy swallows all of the instruments, and it is just hilarious. I plan to use it this year with my 2nd and 3rd graders to go over the instrument families and maybe do like a family sorting with all the instruments that he eats. So this one I'm super excited about because it's a Christmas version, so the kids will already know the song in the book, and it'll be really easy to just add this one in here. So she swallowed a bell, and then she swallows the gifts, and then a sack, and just all sorts of stuff, and it looks really super cute. I think my kids are gonna love it, so super excited for all 3 of my books. They're definitely my major finds. I will look and see if I can link these down below, and if I can't, then I apologize for rubbing them in your face. Other things that I got for my classroom for Christmas, I did not spend a lot of money. So all in all, I spent about $31, which is more than I would normally spend, but especially with books, I figure that books are things that I will use every year, and I can use when I have kids, and I can continue to use them in my library. And none of these are consumable things. That means that, you know, I won't have to replenish them. They're not like pencils. So I figured $30 is pretty good for this amount of stuff, especially for getting the books and my little Christmas tree I'm really excited about. Now, there are a couple things that I saw that I did not pick up, and I wanted to talk about those as well, because even though I chose not to get them, you might think that they're really helpful. So at the Dollar Tree, I saw tons of things that would be perfect for little Christmas gifts for kids. They had 12 packs of pencils for $1 that were all Christmas themed, and a bunch of stuff like that that would be perfect if you were doing classroom gifts. I do not do classroom gifts because I teach all the kids in the whole school, because I teach music, so I can't do, you know, 650 classroom gifts because that would be ridiculous. So I ended up not picking those up. I thought about it, and then I was like, you know what? It's not the most practical thing, and I would prefer to have stuff from my classroom that I could use over and over versus things like pencils or candy or little holiday presents for kids. It just wasn't super practical for me. So for you, that might be perfect, but for me, it wasn't the greatest. The second thing I did not pick up was lights for my tree. So at Target, they had all the little trees, and then they had these packs of battery operated lights, which I thought was really, really super cool. They were either $3 or $5. I don't remember which one, but they would be perfect if you needed the lights. I opted out of them because I wanted the advent calendar and I didn't want to spend a ton of money. And also because, again, my tree is really shiny, so I figured it doesn't need lights. And I don't have windows in my classroom, so I can't turn my lights off or it will be literally like pitch black. So I have lights on all the time, so I figured having lights in my tree was not gonna, you know, make a huge difference to my class. Last thing that I saw at all of these places that I did not buy, even though I thought about it, were lots of little holiday themed animals. So I do use animals in my room, like Beanie Babies and puppets and that kind of stuff. I love to use them. The kids just have a ball. I actually have a first grade class that literally every time they come in, they ask me if my cat Arpeggio is asleep. I don't know why, but one of them asked me about it, and I said that like 2 months ago, and they are still asking me about my cat and asking if he's asleep. So they are really fun. I just personally didn't choose to buy any this year because I figured, again, I can only use them at Christmas time. So for right now, since I'm still like building my classroom stuff up, I didn't want to spend money on something that was only useful for a season. So yeah, those are the things that I got for my classroom. I hope that you found this interesting. I would like to post a video of my classroom once it's decorated. It's probably not gonna look super fancy, but I am excited nonetheless just to have a you know, a little bit of Christmas cheer in my classroom. Hopefully it helps the kids be excited but not wild. And I hope you found this interesting. I will link everything that I can find down below, and if I can't find something, I'll find something as close as possible to it. I hope you have a really wonderful Thanksgiving and Christmas break and just a happy holiday all around. As usual, I will link all of my normal things down below, like my Teachers Pay Teachers shop and my Facebook and my Etsy and all those things. I do have a whole bunch of Christmas music lessons in my Teachers Pay Teachers shop, including a 12 Days of Christmas PowerPoint and worksheet and coloring sheet that you could totally use in a regular classroom for a writing assignment instead of for music, and still incorporate some fun holiday cheer anyway. So go check those out and have a happy holiday.